Date is August 19th, and the meme coin market just got destroyed. We're going to talk about that in this video. We're going to talk about pump.fun and everything that's been going on with that recently. We're going to catch up on some of the latest memes, and we're going to join a space. We're going to recap everything that's going in the space in detail and have a conversation about it. But before we get into that, I always like to dive right into the title just to give you guys what you clicked on the episode for. Before diving in, be sure to give this live stream a like or a share. It's only on YouTube and Twitter. There's only two platforms. Interacting with it lets me know that it's seen and would promote me to do a lot more of these. I do enjoy doing them live, but videos typically perform better than live, so I kind of go back and forth. With all that being said, let's dive right into what I'm talking about, the meme coin massacre. This is not clickbait. Ultimately, people feel like that meme coins are just taking a huge hit. We're going to look at it right now. So first and foremost, this is Adam that was talking about reality check for pump.fun. Says, here's a reality check for everyone grinding in the trenches. If you've made over $1 million trading pump.fun tokens, you're a top 70 trader, 0.0028% of all wallets. Don't we all want to be there in that top 0.0028%, making $1 million on pump.fun? Unfortunately, out of those 70 traders, they're probably insiders as well. So I'm going to say that this first category is pretty much impossible. There might be like literally one or two people in there that aren't insiders that are just like ridiculously good and have the best sniping bots and Twitter monitors and all that. But ultimately, you're getting wrecked if you're on pump.fun. If you've made over $100,000, you're in the top 924 wallets, so 0.037%. A lot more of those are probably the actual top traders in the space that are really putting their neck out there, looking on these pump.funds, having the best tools, and making the best, highest risk, highest reward moves. And there's two more. If you're in the over 10,000, you're in the top 11,936 holders, so you're about 0.5% wallets. And if you made over $1,000, you're in the top 76,587 wallets, so 3%. Now, Trevor or at TO had a really good response to this. We were going to pull to the multi-stream. Feel free, by the way, to jump in chat, jump in to the YouTube or Twitter chat, either one that you feel comfortable with, and join in on the conversation. So Trevor had really good insight to this. He said that only 3% of pump fund wallets made more than 1,000. Less than 0.5% made more than 10K. So he's basically, you know, just like quoting it. But it's just crazy to think about that. Only 3% of people out of all these people you see that are making it online, they're making tons of money and all that. Look, here we are hosting a space right now. Out of all those people, only 3%. And then it immediately cuts off to 0.5% over $10,000. So if you look at the entire meme coin market, like where these are the majors, right? These are the ones that are like less likely to take big moves. Look at this red. It's insane. I mean, all the way from Dogecoin to Pepe to Shib. And then like some of the others actually didn't have this pulled up while I should. I was looking at this earlier. One of the people that I like to follow, even though he's a little bit controversial, is Soho. I'll go ahead and click on him. So Soho was saying earlier that some of these have really dipped between, here it is. Market under pressure across the board again. Stocks flat, which means crypto is down quite a bit. It means we're taking a huge brunt of down, especially mid caps between 50 to 200 million range. So these are like way under these top memes that we're looking at for the most part. Down 50 to 60%. And he points out that it's time to be patient again. So this is pretty insane. A lot of people, and I'm going to go more into this when we join the space because I have some friends that are just better at TA than I am. But talking about the Bitcoin weekly close, just how it's basically bearish. People are overall bearish on the market right now. September is typically one of the worst months for crypto, or one of the best months if you're looking to buy. We got 8 Mother in here. It is a massacre, absolutely. And there's a lot of reasons besides just like general being bearish. So I mean, all the way again, Dogecoin, Shib, we got Mog down here, down 30% for the last 7 days. Dog with Hat down 20%. So these Sol meme coins, like, well, Mog's not Sol, but some of these Sol ones really getting hit. Turbo, I think that's a fake pump. I don't even understand Turbo, honestly. Like, that's a whole different conversation. But regardless, you see the market's getting hit. One of the problems is like the over dilution of pump.fun. If you see here, just like constantly, this is just the pump vision actually, and I have filters on to where there's only certain market caps. Like I only view market caps that are over $8,000. So we're going to pump.fun. It's even like crazier than this. It's literally just tokens being created every second. So like money getting spread around, people losing money, people taking money, kind of just seeing like a huge extraction from the meme coin market particularly, but really the market overall, because people are constantly losing money. I saw a thread recently that I'll bring up later in this video that was really interesting on this as well, just talking about some of the developers in the space and just how everything's been with that. So here's that Bitcoin weekly close I was talking about. It's now trying to confirm and reclaim the channel bottom as support. Weekly candle closes above the channel bottom. I don't think this was the case actually though. So when was this? This was August 16th. I think yesterday it actually closed below, so it actually flipped bearish. If we go to the overall just like Bitcoin itself, it is down just 2%. But you know, people are calling for 55K support. If it breaks the 55K support, then you know, we'll see how it goes. Ultimately, all in all, just kind of a slow market moving sideways. Still a lot better than what we saw a couple weeks ago when we had that huge fall off with, you know, Bitcoin touching 48, Ethereum touching 23, and then some others just Solana I think even touched like 109. All of that's recovered pretty well since then. But yeah, now it's just kind of a time for sideways movement and just to kind of watch everything else that's going on in the market. The ETFs have been meh. Let me make this a little bigger. So this is the Bitcoin ETF chart. Basically on the 16th, which was last Friday, there was 35 million in positive inflows. On the day before that, there was 11 million in positive inflows. But before that, there was 81 million in negative inflows. You just have like this one company right here, just like massacring, you know, the sell-offs and basically just hammering the price down. Same thing with Ethereum. You have so far in Ethereum, there's been negative 420 million in inflows, which isn't ideal, but ultimately, I mean, it's mainly just Grayscale selling off. I mean, Grayscale sold 2.4 billion. So, I mean, if it wasn't for Grayscale, Ethereum would actually be doing excellent as far as ETF inflows go. And eventually they're going to run out. I actually don't know how much they have left right now. I can actually talk about that in the space that I'm about to join, but they're eventually going to run out of Ethereum to sell, and that's going to look good. So those are some of the inflows and the outflows. Our space is starting right now. Let's see if it's officially started. And we're going to kind of discuss some of this with some experts. I would definitely consider Cryer an expert. He's definitely a crypto OG. Very good at TA, very good at fundamentals, and he's about to start the space any second now. I'm going to join this space and we're going to kind of talk about it. If you're lurking in the chat, feel free to jump in on YouTube or on the Twitter chat so that I can see you in the conversation. I'm going to actually go ahead and pull that up for a second. That way I can see you guys, because last time it didn't show everybody. So let's get that going and we'll get this space started here in just a minute. Make sure that there's not double audio here. Oh, this isn't it. Okay, there we go. All right, sweet. So spaces are live. Cryer has a really good market report too. So if you're just not tuning in, we just went over basically everything that's been happening with the crypto market, meme coins, and we're about to get an overview and join a space with which we host weekly, or no, daily actually, and go over everything that's been going on in the market even more in detail and more of a conversation format. So let's go ahead and jump on in.
How we doing?
Yo, what's up, man?
Yo, not much, man.
I'm back, baby.
He's back. How's
Oh yeah.
how's my mic sound good today?
Yeah, sounds
you're
good. I'm streaming this on YouTube as well,
Nice.
and on here, but yeah.
On X. Sick. All right. We got Bitcoins. We got Ethereums. We got Solanas. We have Bitcoin closing below the weekly support at 58.7. Looking pretty interesting here. We had a crazy tight range, I would say, last week. The previous week was 49 to 62 and a half. Last week was like 10%, so 56 to 61. And this week we, obviously it just started, but it's 59 to 58. So it's really tight, close, consolidation. It was, like I said, it closed below the weekly support, but, again, I think the end of August, beginning of September will be probably lower prices and good entries. So we'll see what happens. Historically, September's really good. We talked about this last week. ETH is in an insanely tight range last week, 25 to 27, 5. So literally a $200 range for the entire week, which to me is really good. That's showing that there's consolidation, the tight, close ranges. Right under the 0.045, which again, that was also a really tight range last week, 0.045 to 0.042. So to me, it shows that ETH has some strength, even though it's been down the most. I think it actually is showing more consolidation and strength here. So I do think the next couple weeks will be good, not like price wise, just good consolidation, and then mid-September, we'll start seeing some movement. We'll see. Solana also an incredibly tight range, 138 to 150 on the weekly, which is like $11, which again shows that there's not really large sell-offs, but there's also not large buying. So people are just kind of like in limbo and waiting, which is a bullish sentiment because that means people aren't selling and getting panicked. They're already sold, and that's why it went down to 109 the previous week. And now the people that sold at 109 are gone. The capitulation is gone. That was a pretty big candle on the capitulation across all three. So I do think that we got some good movement here. Sol ETH at 0.055 and holding right below that 0.06, which we've hit 5 times since on the weekly since January. So could be a consolidation breakout, or could be some more of this. If ETH is getting stronger, and it could have a move. I still think Bitcoin dominance at 56.95 is still pretty low, and we could go probably like 61.5, which is not that far, 5% away. That would put us around the 2021 breakdown, which I think would be pretty telling that we we need some strength in Bitcoin first before the alts move, and we've kind of seen that happen over the past year, 6-9 months, that we've seen alts kind of just get wasted away against their 2023 highs. We saw it really pump up in January and December of last year, and now it's kind of bleeding out the entire time. So, but other than that, all the alts are the same price as they were last week. Essentially, nothing too fancy across the board. Everything's either 1% up or 1% down. So again, it's just very slow week. We saw 3 rate cuts possibly for the 3 next sessions. That was a Reuters poll. They're pretty accurate. Everyone's been talking about it. They've been pretty. We had a CPI that was 2.9 under the 3, and it was 0.1% under what they expected. So it's coming in cooler than they expect, which is a good sign. And everyone is getting destroyed. Credit cards at a max, so they got to start printing to keep the economy afloat if they want to keep it afloat and not ruin it. So we'll see what happens. But how we all doing today? A little rundown.
I'm good, man. I'm just catching up. I haven't really been super active, so just trying to figure out what else is going on.
Yeah, dude. I think pretty much nobody's been active the past couple of days. I feel like it's been very, very slow. Memes got annihilated. Pretty much all the good ones. All the good ones held up a little bit. But mid-tier to low-end ones just got we're hitting that negative 90%.
Yeah.
Which is pretty common in memes. Like we see it like, there's a flush every like, 3 until it finally catches on again and then it goes up again. So, this is pretty much what's happening and it's kind of playing out. So kind of go see how was your
honestly, even like larger caps got hurt. Like I was looking at like just CoinGecko, they have like a memes category, and it's like red across the board, like pretty bad. I mean, even like I said, even majors. I mean, Pepe's down like 10% for the week. Dog Whiff Hat is down 20% for the week. Like literally everything's red except for Turbo. Turbo's up 1% for the week.
There you go. The scam one. Let's go. Of course, the one I had the most of and sold so long ago.
Yeah, I'm trying to use this opportunity as an entry to some things that I feel like I missed. Like I bought some Kobe. I know Eyes is like a big holder of Kobe. There's another one that I kind of wanted to get into. I don't remember, of these like lower caps, but like anywhere from like 1 million to 10 million when I say lower cap, not like pump fund coin lower cap.
Yeah, if it's above 5K, I'm not buying it right now.
Yeah.
money head is above. He's 7K, missed it.
Yeah, dude, that was funny. Bunny originally sent it out with my name on it. But in that chat especially, I wouldn't buy anything over like 20K.
Yeah, like yesterday it was I bought that like Stark one at like, what was it, like 30, I want to say like 38.40, I think it was when I posted the first time. And then, everyone's like, oh yeah, we're going to 10 mil. It's like, it's like they say every single time, like a joke. And then, they all started selling at like 80. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not holding this crap. And then it sold at 80. And then the frog is like, all right, we're running this one back. And it was at like, I don't know, like 15K or something like that. And I'm like, all right, I'll put one more soul in. And because I had like, I don't know, I probably made like 2 soul. So, then it went from, 14 to 20 and then to 0, like instantly. So that's
like actually
was sacrificed. Yeah. I don't think I've ever even seen a token that low. It's at like 3. It's like below the pump bonding. Everyone sold it out.
Bro, I bought that. Actually, like, I took profit, so it was fine. But I bought that one over the weekend. Or no, it was actually like Thursday or something. It was like that duck or whatever. It was like a fire emoji. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's the one that like 6ix9ine pumped or whatever. But it went from like 15K to like 300K like quickly. Yeah. And it did that. It was like it went like immediately back down to like 3K. It's like I don't even see normal tokens get below 4K. It's like I don't know. It was crazy to watch though.
Yeah, it means like there is no holders left, and it's just in the liquidity pool if it's at like 3K because like it bonds at like it starts at like 4.
It's like I thought that there would be enough like lazy people to like leave like point to leave dust in there, right? Like you think there'd be enough lazy people? No, dude. Everybody's taking out like every penny.
Yeah, man. It's
I think yesterday too, I saw a couple of bigger people. I saw like Ana, she's anonymous, and like Orangey. I forget, there was another person too, but they basically like sent the ticker to their group and sold within like 30 seconds after sending it. And it's extremely PvP right now, and it's just not fun. I agree with maybe buying some of these on a dip that have a little bit.
Some of the good ones. I mean, that's the thing is like I think I've said this quite a bit the last couple of weeks of just like this is not a time to buy new crap. It's a time to buy stuff that's down 90% that still has some like potential. Like I think like potential wise, I mean it's there's anything that's been like above 100 million before is probably going to continue on. That means there's enough people to like that are watching it and are attracted to the attention of it. So like your upside is like back to all-time highs. So you've got like a good like couple X out of them. I think for us lock in went down to like 10. I think it's at like 12. I think that's a pretty good one to hit 50 before. I'm watching Smoking Chicken Fish still. I sold around 84 and it's back. I think it's, let's see what it is. I know it hit like 20 or something like that. Now I think it's at 25 mil. That one I think is, I mean, again, that's like a good, let's see. I think if it hits 14, that would be a 90% reduction, and that would be the first. We're at like 82%. So if we hit like 14, that'd be 90, and I think it would that would probably be a good entry. That like the volume was super low. I've been tracking this one for a super long time. Like that 30 million was like the really, really low volume, and so between 30 and 10 had like the lowest volume out of all of it, because it like just went teleported past those spots. So like we're right in the middle of that like wedge at like 12 right now. So I think that
one of the tokens that I wanted to get in like refuses to have a dip. Like I think it was like finally gonna dip, and then like what's his name, Beeple, like made it art of it, and that's Brainlet. Like I like that one.
Oh yeah, I have I bought like 10 around 10 soul around like 14, and then I bought another 10 around I think it was like the next dip was like what was it, like 16 or something like that. So I think I have like 20 soul in around like a 15, 16 average.
Oh heck yeah.
And it's like 19 mil.
Yeah, it like refuses to like really dip. Of course there's not like a lot of volume, but
it doesn't get a lot of volume. It's a good one though, because like the people that are holding it are like the NFT WAP, the NFT WAP.eth or whatever. He was like a big holder of Pepe and Mog, and like he's just been holding these things forever. And the top holders are like that guy and the DMT guy, dimethyl whatever. And like again, they're very much they have $400,000 of unrealized gains. With the distribution's pretty good. Like the number two person only has 1.6, which is pretty decent for like most of these, because a lot of these are like, oh, the second top holder has like 7%, so he's gonna nuke it. You know what I mean? Like, but these guys have been around for a long time. I was kind of, this is the ones that won as soon as I saw him talk about it. I think as soon as he mentioned it, it went from like, within 10 minutes, it went from 0 to like 20 million. Like there was no time to like really get into it. It's not even that old. Like, I mean, it was like on the 25th of July, it was 4 million. And then he's like, I am the top holder. And then it went from 5 million to 24 million that day. And I don't think it's been below. I think actually the daily close, I think the 10 is pretty much the low. Like, you had it hit 4 for like milliseconds on that like really big capitulation day the other day, but it's been just like maintaining. So yeah, I agree with you on that one. I'm not very much up on the position. I've just been it's like up like 8%, which I'll take in this market, because all my other ones that I'm holding are down pretty bad. Yeah, like PopCat hit $1. Now it's at 38 cents. I think that's a pretty good one also. It's got a good chance for that. What else? I feel like a lot of people have been, I don't know, pretty like negative on it lately, but I still think that one's a pretty good one. I mean, it hit like, I don't own any dog with hat, but yeah, I mean, it hit like $1.10. Now it's at $1.30. I think the low it's been in a while was that $1.10. So you're pretty close to like the low end of it. I mean, I think you could fill in that area, right? Like the $1.30 to $1.10 pretty easily, but yeah, I don't know.
It's basically been since February.
Yeah. Since February?
Like since it's hit this low.
Oh, we hit it in August, like August 12th, we hit $1.10.
Oh, you're right.
I mean, February, I think it was like, yeah, I mean, it's a while ago when it went back to these prices. So, yeah, I mean, it raced like, a good.
Yeah, I was just looking at the chart and I saw like the last time it was like around this level was like
like
March
the support
1st or February. But
yeah, people that have been
like
in
last
this
week.
Yeah, it erased like 6 to 8 months of your moves upwards, and now it's bouncing off the 110. This is where support is where people actually are interested in getting it, and people that had bought previously or we did really well. We either sold at the top and now we're gonna rebuy and support it, or they're gonna they're bought at the top and they're still have conviction, so they're gonna buy at this lower end. I see a bunch of stuff like our Reddit. I guess a bunch of Reddit stuff's popping off.
Yeah,
Like
that's a meta. I was just looking at that. Earlier. It's because there's Snoofy ran. So Snoofy's like, I saw somebody that I follow do really well in that.
Yeah.
Reddit got me into crypto, man. So it's always got a place in my heart. I always like the Reddit avatar, like the NFT avatars on Polygon.
Yeah, I mean, I thought they were cool. I never bought any, but yeah. Oh, actually, I did have. I think I have like 1 or 2, but they were like the ones you got from like doing the stuff, not like the good ones or whatever.
What's up, Frankie?
I have a feeling the exact same thing is going to happen here that happened with the NFTs. Is that CT is going to become the exit liquidity for Reddit?
Yeah.
The avatar money was made very early, very fast, and then everybody else was just buying their bags.
Yeah,
so
100%. They were like, "Oh, the minters."
And it was being celebrated. There were threads on Twitter about how many users Reddit has and how big it was going to get, and blah blah blah. But it's like as soon as crypto Twitter started buying, some of the avatars were going for like 10 ETH.
Yeah, I remember that. Like the gold, like the old gold.
Midas,
that was like 9 or whatever. Okay, well.
Anyway, it gives me those vibes again because. I don't know. Reddit doesn't really have experience with this stuff. Yes, Wall Street Bets, but Wall Street Bets is its own animal. So I don't know.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, I'm not necessarily like bullish on any of this Reddit stuff. I just I'm trying to like follow like the short term meta. Like I'm like looking for stuff on Pump with Reddit related. But yeah, I don't know. I was just saying like I like the Reddit avatars like. They made sense to me. Like you're right. CT was exit liquidity, but I don't know. It's just like it's one of those things that I could actually see them, like if NFTs were ever a thing or digital collectibles, like having some of those like scarce collectibles from like particular artists. Like I really liked how they did that. Like pretty much every release that they would do, they would team up with like 30 artists, and each artist would release like X amount for their. X amount of their specific art. I think even like Cool Cats did a run and like a couple of others. Yeah. The concept was cool.
Cool Cats one. Yeah, no, I agree. And they did events. They did like the Super Bowl and they did Olympics one year. I'm pretty sure. And yeah, it is a great concept. I just think when you monetize that kind of shit and you start to see the numbers that we saw, it's just not sustainable.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's really fucking cool to be able to collect those. I still have a collection of them.
So you saw that Ramzan thing pop off. Did you guys see that one?
Say again?
Ramzan. It was like some Elon tweet that went to like 8 million because of driver Ramzan Kadyrov driving a Tesla Cybertruck.
Right.
I don't know. He posted like a AI generated image, and it went to 10 million yesterday.
Yeah, I saw Orange's group did good on that.
Meta popping off again because they're making all the AI images with it. So I think that's what it looks like to me.
Apparently, Orange's group did pretty good on that. He had a picture where he had like
that was the one that he posted in the group and then instantly sold 20 minutes later.
Yeah, he had a picture where he invested 0.1 and he sold 61 sold.
Yeah,
I don't think that was accurate though. Like I think don't get me wrong, I think it was a great play, but yeah, he added
more to get to that. Yeah. He was saying that he did that, yeah. But NFTs are back, guys. we buying them now? What are your thoughts?
I saw Eddie post something this morning. Basically, like it's just kind of weird that like CT all of a sudden starts talking about NFTs again, and like there's really no like volume, like there's nothing around it to like show that. Besides people talking about it. So
yeah, there were a poll that people were wishing that it was happening, and then I don't I don't know what it is, but a bunch. I mean, my like Cetify ones are up like 40%. I think like a bunch of random stuff did go up a bunch for me. So time to unload some shit.
We got Stack It in here. What's up?
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm enjoying the conversation. I'm watching you too, Chris, on the live, dude. I'm enjoying it, man. It's a big boy behind the account today. Dude, I truly believe the cabal just wants NFTs back, dude.
Of course, they have their bags, man.
Yeah, man. I'm like, nah, they're done with the meme coins. Let's bring back NFTs. What do you say, guys? So yeah, man. I'm like, I see you guys.
Yeah, I saw. I think it was Punks or Stats or whatever. Stats posted like a. He definitely has more NFT focused people, but he had like I think it was like 17 or 1800 person poll, and it was like, would you rather, if there was no monetary, attention or anything right now, would you rather trade memes? Or you rather trade NFTs? And it was like 92% NFTs. And then ever since I saw that, everyone's like, NFTs are back. I'm like, are they? I don't know, man. Because I will sell them into this pump. But
yeah, I mean, I know ever since ordinals, I just kind of like do ordinals, and like I have all my NFTs that like I already liked and didn't really like keep for financial value, like Sappy Seals, right? Like I still hold my Sappy because like I like the Sappy ecosystem, and I
because you're a bag holder.
I mean, I have one, like it's and I already got my token from it, and like it is what it is. Like I'm not really worried about. I mean, it would be awesome if it went to like great, like insane levels, but I also am just holding it just to be a part. But I have that like I don't really have like NFT bags. I have like I have like one NFT of collections that I like, and those collections like I already kind of want to be a part of to some capacity. So it's not like it's not crazy or anything.
I gotta ask. We got Chris and Stack It up here, and I gotta ask if the cabal is pushing NFTs, why isn't the ordinals cabal pushing runes real hard right now?
Dude, I mean,
we're trying, man. We're trying to get our bags off.
Dude, there's this isn't the answer to your question, but this is funny. I just found this out this week. This is actually alpha for you guys that actually care. I haven't used it yet, so please don't like connect and lose all your stuff. But there's a Sats Pump Fun, and it's supposed to be Pump.Fun for BRC20s. And literally, I'm pulling it up right now. It looks like it's similar to Pump.Fun, where just like every few minutes somebody's launching something, and it's supposed to be for that. But anyways, somebody messaged me. I'm not gonna throw them out there. I don't know if he wants this out there, but apparently there's gonna be an airdrop. In order to qualify for the airdrop, all you have to do, allegedly, this is like coming from somebody I know but like don't know well, right? Apparently you have to have $300. You have to have $300 in your wallet. Worth of BRC20s that's connected to this site to be eligible for the airdrop, and it doesn't stack. And or you can have 3 bitmaps, which I think comes out to be like I don't know, $160 or something like that. But I don't know. The guy might be a bitmap holder and wanting to use me as BRC20 X liquidity for all I know. But if not, then that was like
the airdrop promise, and then.
This could be bullish though. I don't know, because it's so hard to sell runes.
Yeah, man.
And we know if it's difficult to sell things, people will often just hold because it's too much of a pain. So we might actually see like a little more longevity on a BRC.
That's why Ethereum are so much better. It's like Solana's like there's no friction to sell. So like, if I sell here, I lose 12 cents. Okay, perfect.
How does that work exactly? Because there's no.
I'm talking about.
Like,
there's no LP.
Yeah, there's no LP, and there's no like you don't need to seed it. It's just like if it's minted out, it's minted out. It's just kind of like it's just kind of how they exist already.
They just took the name, and they're trying to.
I mean, yeah, because like the way you mint runes is somebody just puts up a rune, and like you decide if you want to mint it, and the market cap ends up being the number of transactions that required to mint it out times the cost. So it's not like you can like seed or
they're using Fractal, which I think is like I'm not technical on this at all, but apparently it's supposed to be like I don't know if it's a layer 2 or some type of scaling though, and that's what they're using to do this. So I don't think it's like necessarily the traditional BRC20s, I think they're using this to do it. But again, like I don't know. Like I know a lot of people have been talking about it. What's that?
Is that already live right now? This is stat pump or
I don't know. I'm trying to look for it right now, actually. I went to the site and it was just kind of like information. I thought it was already live, but I don't see it. But yeah, this is the first utility token and meme coin on Fractal Bitcoin. Pump.fun for Bitcoin.
Interesting.
So yeah, it's on Fractal. It's not on. I don't know how this works. I don't know if it like be a bridge in, bridge out. I heard they're running the Ordinal show, I think right now probably still, and like I heard them talking about Fractal like last week. I just haven't been keeping up. It's so much, the Ordinal space is so much like coding and developer discussion, and it either just I'm not gonna lie, it either bores me or it like goes over my head. Then I try to catch up later. So that's kind of how I am with Fractal. It's kind of like I heard about it. I don't really feel like putting in the energy to learn more about it. I'm sure it'll just make sense later.
I mean, it's the same as like ETH Fractal. Like it's just they're taking a one picture and breaking it into 10 million or what, like a million units, right? So it's probably a similar thing. So you can buy smaller units of things.
Oh, here I can pull up this post and put it on the Jumbotron to kind of give a perspective. So I don't know if this is live yet because I can't find it, but here's like how it looks. I mean, it looks like pump.fun. Like you literally, it looks like a copy paste of it, but with BRC20s.
Oh yeah, baby. How'd that go?
Let's just say
I like the stats on that. If you've made more than $1,000 in your top 3% of traders if you've traded pump.fun tokens. If $1,000 you're 0.3% of traders. It's pretty.
It makes sense. I just I feel like so many people just like make wallets and like they probably just do like tiny amounts, so it kind of like skews the actual statistics.
Yeah,
it's also just it's also just pump fun, right? It's pre-seed, so
they're wildly. Yeah, it doesn't count about like going to Radium and selling for profit. Essentially, what you're saying. They're the people who are dumping before the even hits the Radium.
Oh, there is an alpha demo. So if you click on that tweet, I put it on the Jumbotron, and you like look under it. It says alpha demo, and you can actually like look at that. Like I'm looking at it right now. This looks just like BullX actually. Like I swear they copied and pasted the UI of BullX. No offense if you're out there, if you're one of the devs, watching this right now, but as somebody who uses BullX all the time, I feel like I'm on BullX right now. It's even got like the purple lightning for like quick buys. Like that looks exactly like it.
Yeah, I feel like, if you're not in crypto and you're not copying, you're competitive. I mean, it's already a copy of a copy of a copy, right? How many pump.funds have we seen pop up? Base.fun.
Yeah, there's base.fun too, which I feel like base could have done.
Fun.
Dude, BullX, I really like it, but they started off with guerrilla marketing, like or whatever you call it. Like they immediately went after whatever the other one, Photon, like within the first like week of existing. And they had some.
Like, where's my airdrop? And they're like, we'll give you some airdrop. It's like you're already magically, and you didn't give people an airdrop when you already said you were going to give airdrop. So what's the odds that you're actually going to do that? So low, but the user interface is pretty decent. So yeah.
I'm so used to it now, and I use the like pump fun with the filters on it all the time. Pump vision, I mean. And I know you can do that on Photon. I feel like when I started on BullX, Photon didn't have this page or something. There was a reason I chose BullX over Photon.
They added it.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Like 2 days after, because it's like, they just imported the API of Pump.fun, and we're like, all right, Pump Vision.
I really wanted the base one to work out because like there's like base tokens, like they go from like they don't just like yeet at like 100 at like a million. Like base tokens go to like 10, 20, 50 million that aren't even that good.
Yeah, that's the problem with all of base, is just like all the tokens are just awful. The names are not funny and all terrible. I feel like I haven't seen one good one. They're like, oh, it's Brett. It's like the guy who wrote Pepe wrote that, and then we did like, I don't know. I just feel like every token I'm on there, I'm like, ugh, that's the meme that they're going with. So I'm like, this
Bro,
is terrible.
how is Mr. Miggles doing? I haven't checked on that thing in a
I was
while.
about to say, why are you hating on Miggles, Crier? Miggles is
That's gotta be
Gabba
zero.
hasn't
There's
spoken
no way.
yet. Gabba hasn't
you hating
spoken
on
yet.
Miggles.
Don't go after his bags, man. He will get you. He'll come after you, man.
Imagine making a token around a Coinbase ad that aired for like 2 weeks.
7 seconds.
It's still at 30 mil. That's actually more than I thought it would be at. It's only down 23% for the week. I thought it was going to be like, I honestly wouldn't have been surprised if it was sub 20.
Yeah.
Down like 90% from the high though.
Down 70%.
Is that when you told your friends to buy it at 100 mil?
I bought it 40, so I bought it right around here, wrote it up, sold it on the way down, and bought back.
Okay.
So
There we go.
that's,
The buyback.
I mean, yeah, it seems like ETH and Solana, ETH and Base, I don't get treated as bad on that one. Soul is just wrecking my life.
How you doing,
Things
Dabba?
can't get above $1 million.
Bro, I got wrecked.
man.
I got wrecked on base for a while. Like I've had a couple, like the ones I did hit on base, like were good wins, but like I feel like I got wrecked harder on base than I do Solana.
Yeah, I don't play around with base too much, but just the most recent plays, which basically Mr. Mickles, I've done okay.
I did I guess statistically, I've done 3 plays on base and they've done incredible. So, but I don't. I'd keep this leaving base and then getting wrecked on Solana.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the you go back to the abusive spouse. You're like, oh no, it's just more fun, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love a 60K?
Yeah,
Meme coin
Tiny
not being able to
Dinos-
get to $1 million.
I know you didn't do well on the Tiny Dinos one, but I did really good on the Tiny Dino one. And then the one, the Brainworms was one of the best plays I've had in a year. That was awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you had to hold it for a year too, though.
I mean,
I was
whatever.
always
Would you rather
so
hold
smart,
it for 6 months and be 10x, or would you rather hold it for an hour and be negative 80 every day? I'd much rather have a play where I don't have to worry about it. And I mean, I was worried about it every 7 minutes. You're like, are we ever going to get this drop? And I'm like, oh God.
Bro, I asked every space for 3 months. Because for the 3 months, you're always like, bro, they said at the end of this month they're going to drop it.
Yeah. Yeah, you were more worried about it than me. And I'm like, oh God, I was in my 404 phase. I put insane amount of money in that.
You had 2 ETH in it, didn't you?
Yeah, dude. It was a lot.
I had 0.2 ETH and I was shaking, bro. I was like, damn, I'm never gonna financially recover from this.
404 conviction.
Dude, yeah, I know. So far, it's not that good thing to be convicted in.
Oh my gosh, dude. It's at 327K market cap. Is this right? Am I looking at the wrong? Yeah, unless I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Yeah, man. It's all those things get just instantly.
Bro, is that 4 mil? That's crazy. I don't know. And then I don't know.
Every token that hit 4 mil is back to 300K
Yeah,
right
this
now.
is Brainworms, dude. I thought this was this is it.
Chart's bottom.
It was a game, man. You
Great
had
entry.
a worm, you could play and fight other worms.
That was
Great,
man. That was the negative aspect of it.
Yeah, the game sucked.
Dude, the game was awful.
Hey, there was a utility play.
Been better.
There was a utility play yesterday that did well. I followed that guy Memecoin. He does good at recapping. It was, I don't know if any of you got in. It was Blink's project, Blink's GG. Sounds like something money would be in. But it went from launch to 6.9 mil. It's BGG1.
Bro got in there and told us not to buy it because he doesn't want our bags to go down, and we were all like, all right, fine. And then yeah, it looked like a pretty decent one. I mean, it's the Blinks, I think it's from them, so that's probably why it did so well. But
Yeah, it's from them. It was a utility thing, but
I mean, that's a good move for sure.
I mean, I'm surprised you guys are burying the lead here. I've been listening to them for quite a while. The lead is Tron tokens, Sundog.
They're dead already. What are you talking about?
Bro, I was
JPEG.
about to bring that up. Didn't it just hit like 200 million or something?
It hit last I checked this morning, it was like 108, but it went
That's
from
wild.
4 mil to 108 in like overnight. And there was other one, Tiandu, and I mean, the Tron memes. Yeah, man, I saw it called, but I kind of faded because
it's not, yeah,
it seemed fishy, man. And, I've never had a great experience on Tron. To be completely honest, I haven't had a lot of experience on Tron at all. Didn't have a wallet. Yeah, didn't have a wallet. I mean, I bought some Tron a long time ago, back in like 2017.
Dude, I've been staking Tron. I've been staking Tron since like 2020. And
Wow.
I think I bought like a couple $100 worth of it, which obviously wasn't a lot. And I think I made like $2 in the last 4 years staking. Something ridiculous like that,
man.
Something ridiculous like that.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
you should put it all in Sundog, man. What's going on? Why do you do that?
Yeah, if you had Tron Wallet, you should have just aped Sundog immediately. I mean, it still might be a good entry. Who knows? I just felt like it was going to be a fad, and people are just bridging over there, going to sell, and then going to come back over to Solana, the abusive wife.
I feel like, yeah, I think that will play out, but I don't know. I mean, Tron is definitely its own beast, and we don't know any of it because we're like Western. Everyone's like, it's really big in Chinese markets for sure. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely. I mean, he's saying he's supporting it, so I mean, he literally said every day, like he's buying, $8 billion worth of Bitcoin, like every, whopping, $7 million worth of Bitcoin every day. So he's got money. So people are fun with that.
So, yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, Tron is like it's slept on, but like you said, there are a lot of people overseas that are outside of the U.S. that are
the most
USDT.
USDT by like 10 or 15x or something crazy. It's like a wild amount more, which is kind of interesting. And it was like big. Yeah, it was big in Asian markets, and it was big in like South America. That was like one of the bigger ones used in South America.
Guys, I just thought of the next 10 million market cap ticker. Should I say it out loud or should I put it in Discord?
I mean, you gotta make it.
No, but I'm gonna buy it if somebody else makes it.
All right, we'll put it in there.
Okay.
Just say it. Who cares?
Dude,
somebody just ate
like
500K of Sundog, by the way.
So somebody put on pump like Dory, and it's like Reddit's founder's dog, and so I looked up like what the founder of Reddit's dog's name was. Some of you, does anybody up here know the name of his dog?
No. Just make a pump.fun real quick.
Listen to the thesis. His name's Alexis Ohanian, and the name of his dog was Karma, which is like used in Reddit. Obviously, if you're familiar with Reddit, like I don't know, that's a banger, dude. I feel like if somebody had like Karma as a ticker, and I'm looking at pump.
If you search Karma, there's got to be like.
Hold on, you're getting ahead of me, Crier. I'm doing that literally right now. And literally, if you search Karma, there's a lot of tickers, but none of it has to do with his dog. Yeah, it's just like there's a cat. There's a cat. There's like him holding a cat. There's like a Reddit thing, but there's no dog ticker with Karma that I see.
My goodness.
This is it, man. If you see,
sounds like an easy meal.
Yeah,
easy.
Put it. I'll buy it. I'm
launching right now, and I'm gonna pull liquidity after everybody goes in.
That's the best part. You can.
That's true. That's true.
It's the only good reason. That's why everyone keeps getting to go back to pump. You can sell all the ones you bought, but you can't actually rug it.
All right, I did 10 seconds of research, and Karma is not a dog; it's a cat. You fucking.
Whoa! Don't blame me.
Bro, we're in cat season. That's even better. What are you talking about?
That does make. Well, there's already a lot of Karma cats, so maybe we.
Oh, yeah, I mean that's probably.
What's the first one?
Well, you just say it's a dog. Put a picture of a random dog, and people probably buy it anyways.
Yeah. Well, ChatGPT said it was a dog. So.
Yeah. Put that message behind as a banner.
You're trusting ChatGPT.
Did you get the Dex page yet, Chris?
Blindly. There's definitely 40 of those tokens, all with the same cat. That's the actual cat.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Good job, money. We saved us from losing 5.
I feel like you would have hit a roadblock when you looked up a picture of his dog and didn't find one. So.
Well, if you just chat GPT, make a picture of Alex Henry's dog.
There it is, man. Somebody's gonna believe it. I had you convinced.
The image of the dog that you need, right? That's it.
I'm gonna throw a little bit at the first cat one. I think if I can find it.
This is you're going through the annals of Pump.fun to find the first cat one.
Yeah, but those are always tricky because like people don't care. Like it could be the third one, and that's the one that the cabal chooses.
Yeah, we already know this from Nero that it doesn't matter.
145.
Two people on Soul will make 2 rug ones, and then the one on ETH will be unified and go to 200 million. That's how it goes, baby. But yeah, what else we got? Anything? What have you been up to, Money? About you going to be about to hit the road?
Yeah, are we gonna meet up or what? You said
I mean, I'm not that far. If I'm invited to crash your house.
Well, we're in a hotel, but if you
Oh yeah,
if you want to meet up on the beach, or if you want to go out to eat or something, I'm down for that.
I'll see what's going on. My wife has a friend coming on from Tampa this week.
Nice.
All right, guys, I got to wrap up here. Hope you enjoyed this. These happen every day. The spaces happen every day. I don't go live every day, but if you want me to go live more often, be sure to like this video, share it, do all those YouTube and Twitter things. Obviously nothing on here is financial advice. We're just a bunch of friends chatting around, trying to figure out the market, trying to navigate, trying to degen, trying to make smart plays, all that